Hello all, welcome to Global Offensive Hacker Associate community and welcome to another hacking episode of Hacker Associate. So in this particular video we are going to learn about Cobalt Strike, one of the powerful framework for red teaming, and let's explore it. So if you see, this is my Mozilla Firefox and here it is. Okay, I am using this Vivaldi browser and here is basically we have a GUI interface of Cobalt Strike, right? So in order to work with the Cobalt Strike, first you need to go here and you need to create a listener. This is the first important part, we need to do it here. Once you click here, okay, you will see the listener part will be here, and now you can see clearly we have options here, right? Add, edit, remove, restart, help. Just click here on this button called add. Okay, and if you can clearly see, we have this particular window open, and you can give any name. Example, let's say I'll write here Harsh 80. Okay, you write anything here and you just select the particular payload. So right now you can see we have a beacon DNS, beacon HTTP, beacon HTTPS, beacon SMB, beacon TCP, and so on. I'm selecting this beacon HTTP, and after that, okay, you see right now there is no host. I need to add here, right? So you can simply click here this button +1, and here is our particular host, and this is basically our attacker IP address. Okay, click here, and now if you see everything remains same and I don't want to change anything, you simply save it, this one, and here you go, right? You can see clearly the listener is started. Now what we can do next in this particular case, so you can clearly see the team server basically is listening on port 80, right? Here it is. This is how we can work the first part. Again, I'm repeating, first here, go to the listener, create the listener. Second part, we need to generate the particular payload. Okay, so how to generate it? You simply go to the attack section and we have a packages section, and you see we have these options are available called HTML application, MS Office macro, payload generator, window executable, and Windows executable S. This is basically, we can say that this is stageless payload, this last one. Okay, so I selected this one. Let me select it properly, and you can see the message here, Windows exe stageless. So in order to work with this particular window, we need to first start again here, right? You can see the listener. We need to select the listener first, and you can clearly see here is my listener. I select it here and then click here add button. Sorry, click here choose button, and you can clearly see our listener is added here. And after that you see the output, okay, like we have Windows exe, we have a PowerShell and so on. I want to select Windows exe and select this one, okay, and then generate it. And now you can clearly see it is asking for where you want to save it. So I want to save, okay, under the C drive. Here it is, and I am saving under the payload section here, right? And save it. And if you see, it is saved, and this is a location, right? Now what we can do here is we can simple trigger this beacon.exe from the CLI mode, right? So how we can do that? So first you can simply open the CMD prompt from this section and just go to the directory. So example, it's a CD. I'll go to CD, we have a C directory, and then we have a payload, right? And we have a dir. After that you can see we have a beacon.exe. We can simply run here beacon.exe and press enter. And once you do that, you can clearly see this particular section, right, in the middle of the pane. So we have a 10.10.5.110 and we have a listener here added, by the way, and this is basically our Windows box. Okay, you can simply select it, and now if you want to change the view, you can simply go to the view section and you can simply change the particular view, okay, according to your requirement. So you can see the application, we have a credential, download, and so on. So what I want here is this one, right? These are the options. See, this I'm talking about the view. So if you see the view option, this particular section, even you can change this section like that. So example, session, you can change the color if you want. You can also note here if you want, access, dump hashes, we have elevate, golden ticket, and so on. These options are available there, right? So again I want to change this one, okay, this particular pen. So we have here Now what I can do next with this particular section, right? You simple right click and you can see this option called interact. Just click here interact one, and now okay, you are able to see everything in this particular section, beacon 10.10 5.110, right? Now here, okay, like how we can handle that part. So if you don't know anything, you just type here help command, and example, let's say we have a command called upload, simple type upload help and so on. Okay, so basically I need to use reverse help upload. So here you can see upload part 2 file, and you can also use help inject, and you can check the get user ID. So you can see the user ID is here, window dev. You can also rename this particular tab if you want. Okay, so this is all for this particular section. Okay, and if you want to go to the any of the directory, you can simply go to the C drive here, and then ls, and I think into type dir. You see. Okay, so generally if you see, these are the listing, by the way, right? All information, perfect. Now what I can do next is, if you want to clear the window, you just type clear command. Let's try here, otherwise you can use Ctrl K to clear the particular screen. Next, so example, it's a right click here, we can see we have access, these options we have. Let's click here explore, we have port scan, process list and so on. So example, it's just click here process list, and here okay, you will see the particular processes, perfect, right? So if you can check here, we have all the processes available there. For example, let's say if you select any of the process like this SVC host, you simply select it, and if you want to inject it, you can simply click here inject, and whatever is the particular payload you want to inject it, you select from this particular section and you can inject it. Okay, there's another section, okay, also available there, is called this section view, and you see there is a web log, right? So this is a web log. So that part, okay, if you want to play with this, okay, whatever you do will collect here all the logs. So here, okay, we have a beacons, and let me try some other command here. Example, let's say I'll try here inject 1 2 3 4 like x64 Harshad 18, example, enter. You see it is injected. I want to check the log, so I don't have any information regarding this one. Well, let me try some other command. So I'll run PowerShell command and check, okay, we're able to get any information there or not. So how to do that? So I need to use PowerShell. So this is my PowerShell right now. Okay, and now I will simply just type, okay, this one new minus object space net dot web. Example, let's say we have a 10.10 5.120, and I want to try download Harshad. Any file is available, just close the syntax and then try to press enter. And if you see in this section, I want to check, okay, anything recorded. So you can clearly see it is recorded here, right? You can see someone tried to fetch Harshad, and here, okay, you can see clearly all the information available there. So that's how we can, okay, like play with this Cobalt Strike GUI interface. And if you don't know like anything about Cobalt Strike, you can simply go to this application cobaltstrike.com and learn about the Cobalt Strike. So you can clearly see we have a software for adversary simulation and red teaming operation, right? And here are all the information regarding to the Cobalt Strike. So I'll come with the new video regarding the Cobalt Strike, okay, with a new different topic. In this particular section, my intention is to just teach you about the GUI interface, how actually we can interact with the GUI, how to create the listener, okay, how to create the payload, and how we can use other options, right? So this is a pretty good, actually you can see the particular framework, and I like actually this view. Okay, so this is excellent actually, so you can easily visualize it properly. So that's all for this particular section. I hope you enjoy the video and have a great day ahead. See you soon in the next episode.